So when you look at the illegal immigration problem and how President Trump is trying to deport all of these people, it's twofold, because not only are we trying to, of course, get criminals out of the country, but the cost of this is what we talked about so many times before he was inaugurated. It's unsustainable. Just the reality of an economy. It is completely unsustainable to have that many illegals. They're now costing U.S. taxpayers over $150 billion per year, according to latest DOGE estimate. I mean, that is completely unsustainable. And so look at that. New York City has spent $5.2 billion on what they call migrant care.
I hate that. I hate the fact they call it migrant.
Migrant care.
It's like climate change.
Yeah. Migrant care.
Yeah, they're brilliant with the use of words. The left. We just let them do it.
Create the problem to be the problem solver, to siphon money off of the American taxpayer. Bring them in so you can rob the taxpayer blind and say, look how good we do. We call it migrant care.
And by the way,
created the problem.
Here's the other thing, Sarah, how many billions was it, did they say?
150.
Okay, that's the
billion.
taxpayer. What they're not saying is how it's raping us in other things like healthcare, like insurance, the majority. I mean, my car got hit 3 times in California and they drove off, and that it was someone that didn't have a license or was driving illegally. The cost is actually way, way, way higher than that. And that's without you can't let your kids go and play down the street anymore and let them ride around on their bikes because you've got a bunch of Trendo Agora.
Or your cats.
Yeah, they eat them.
You're eating the dogs.
You have
They're
Haitians.
the cats.
You can't even let your dogs outside.
Who let the dogs out? Not me, because they'd eat them. We're not going to let the dogs out. We love our dogs.
So you have places like Minnesota that they have a free healthcare program for illegals over there in Minnesota, and it's now more than doubled in cost. Because that turns out when you have a magnet and you create a magnet and they all come here, it costs you more money. So now it's like $550 million. And so then you have there was a press release that the state representative over there in Minnesota, Tom Murphy, sent out, that he said that the program was projected to cost $196 million now over 4 years. And then you've got the explosion of $550 million. That's not what I would call sustainable over in Minnesota. Here's the price tag for Minnesota taxpayers when you divvy it out into each individual taxpayer. Watch.
This would make Minnesota a magnet for more illegal immigrants. If I went to Russia, would I be expecting to get the sorts of benefits that Minnesota taxpayers are giving to people who are here illegally?
Hell no.
Illegal immigrants in Minnesota in 2025 will be given $7,000 worth of benefits. $7,000 per person in the form of Minnesota Care benefits here in Minnesota, paid for by Minnesota taxpayers. Over 17,000 people who have already enrolled for this program here in
that's what I'm saying.
Put it on your pay
in fiscal year 2025 alone,
they
that
would never
is going to equate to at least
never go with that.
$107 million in this fiscal year right now.
Completely unsustainable.
But this is what I'm asking Congress to do. Go on camera, spell it out for the American people, talk about the corruption. Don't let us find out in 2030 what the corruption was in 2025, another DOGE, autopsy and audit, Go now. Mm-hmm. Go now and talk about those that are undermining Trump on camera. You need some moxie, you need some chutzpah to do it, but it's that time. Come on, Mike Johnson. Come on. Yeah. Speak up. Let's go. Turn on the cameras. You got a phone. Get your staff to post it, and let's talk about those who are against what's good for the American people.
But here's the problem, and we've spoken about this multiple times on this show. They are waiting it out just the same as the Democrats are, because they are making hundreds of millions of dollars on these amazing stock market deals that nobody else can. These people are geniuses. They weren't stock market geniuses before they got into Congress, but they're making all this money. So what they're doing, all of a sudden they're brilliant, right? Like
really good pickers. They're like maybe
Really
psychic
good.
or something. I
The
don't
water,
know.
guys.
But they're just waiting.
Water fountain in the tunnel the Capitol tunnel.
Oh, is that what
yeah.
it is?
Yes.
It's
Have you
magic
not-
water.
When I walk through and drink that water and I walk those tunnels, you're smart.
Wow.
Fill up
You
your
just
fill up your
you predict
tankers and-
stock. You're a predictive analyst. You're just man. I'm telling
Really?
you. I mean, it's all.
I need to get my hands on this
Get
water.
in the tunnel, go there, walk for you. Just take the water fountain. I mean,
But they're just, they're just waiting it out because what's going to happen is, in their mind, Trump is going to be gone. Whoever's going to come in next, they're hoping to get Hakeem Jeffries. They, like you said, they're slowing everything down. So if they just wait another few years, then, oh boy, here it comes again. The gravy train is coming, but they don't want to piss off the people that are going to give them the money. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we're just going to do nothing. It is so un-American.
Yeah,
It
why is Congress not working at the moment? Why are they taking so long off? Do you know a stat came out today in Texas? We've only in the Texas House passed 50 bills.
I'm surprised that we've even passed that many.
Last year, this time we had passed 800.
Yeah.
50.
800?
Yeah, dude. To be fair, there's 900 bills waiting for calendar right now as we
and
speak.
they're never going to get. They're
never
going to
get calendar. Never.
They're really good bills.
What are you
that will never see
doing?
The light of day.
Amazing bills.
But they are.
Whoever.
They did celebrate Pakistan Day
Yeah.
at the Capitol.
Yay!
Texas. Who needs enemies with friends like these?
Yep.
I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's
This is the
bad,
stuff.
it's bad.
It's
You
really
got to talk about it. You've got to tell the constituents, hey, your dude down in Austin's not working. Don't know what he's doing. Pakistan Day is celebrated, but they only passed 50 bills. Like, what are you doing?
And by the way, a lot of those are Democrat bills. I'll just.
Took a break yesterday. Took a break.
say that.
Had 100. We're testifying on 2 bills at the moment. 2 of our bills. Steve Toth, you're a champion. Nate Schatzstein, you're a champion. What's our friend's name? That just got
Fun.
Mitch Little.
Mitch Little, champion. Mitch Little, champion. Right?
Hey, Mitch, text me when you hear that.
They took an 8-hour break yesterday, and just decided not 8-hour break, and just decided not to come back, and it left 120 American citizens who need to testify,
kidding.
and just said, wait them out.
You are kidding.
I mean, and that's normal. That's the thing. Is like that's how they. That's just how they operate.
How on people? How on Texans? This is what drives me out.
Texas should
Real
be
quick, and then
irate.
we gotta.
Yeah,
real
when
quick,
I
and then we
moved
gotta-
here and there were 9 families that came, we've all got out, we've all become active politically because we understand that we can actually have a say in Texas. And you look around, everyone's like, don't California my Texas. As Michael Sullivan will tell you, that if it wasn't for Californians leaving California, coming to Texas, we would not have Ted Cruz as a senator, right? Texans have got to get involved. We keep going on about it. People need to be engaged. We've got to get honest now because after the next 3 years, it's over.
So, by the way, I don't. Just real quick on the Texas thing. If you are subscribed to BlazeTV, you actually have access to my Texas show, Texas-specific show. It's called Come and Take It. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a playlist that is just Come and Take It episodes. So if you're interested on catching up on all things Texas politics, make sure that you check out that show as well. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.